is one massive advantage for each team in this year's NFL Super Bowl, and let's just talk about it. The first thing we need to talk about is the amount of game records this Patriots defense has on the interior of their defensive line. Take a look at this play where we get essentially Milton Williams in this 2-eye on the inside shoulder of the guard. He's going to get right over to the center, okay? Now, because we are setting a linebacker here, the right guard has to rotate over. We're showing pressure, so the guard is not able to slide over to the right, leaving this one-on-one matchup. Milton Williams, like I said, is a game wrecker. I mean, demoralizes the center, goes right through the left guard, and gets a sack on Justin Herbert. Now, take a look at this stat from this year. Now, this stat comes from NFL researcher on X. You guys can go check him out. He does amazing work, right? But this is most quick pressures among defensive tackles this season. The Patriots have two guys within the top 5 of this list with Christian Barmore and Milton Williams. But also on the opposing side of things, the Seahawks have two guys that really struggle. Anthony Bradford ranks 3rd most among right guards in the NFL with quick pressures allowed. And then Jalen Sundell, their center, ranks about 8th most among centers in the NFL. This is a nightmare matchup for the Seattle Seahawks, and I wanted to show you exactly what they do. Now, what gets crazier is when you talk about the Seahawks advantage that they have in this game. You guys aren't going to believe me, but it's the exact same thing. Byron Murphy and Leonard Williams. I'll show you the stat in a second, but here we go. Same thing as the last play for the Patriots. They line up Byron Murphy in this 2-eye on the inside shoulder of that guard. The guard's actually going to kind of rotate over here a little bit, protecting the outside, and we're going to get this one-on-one matchup here. Watch what Byron Murphy is able to do here to the center. He's going to plant that right foot into the ground, shifting all of the weight to the inside foot of the center. As he pushes him towards the middle, he just gets leverage, and then look at the bull rush through that right arm, creates pressure, and creates a bad pass there by Matthew Stafford, right? But again, take a look at this stat, man. Now, when we look at this again from NFL researcher, most quarterback pressures among defensive tackles this season. So one of them was quick pressures. This one is just pressures in general, right? Now, this does include playoffs. You see Zach Allen, Barmore at number 2 for the Patriots, right? You got Jeffrey Simmons, Kobe Turner, but then you got Byron Murphy and Leonard Williams at 5 and 6. But again, a lot of this goes and relies, we got to look at how the Patriots respond to this, right? Now, Jared Wilson, rookie left guard, is ranking 3rd in the NFL, and not good, not a good thing, with most O-line pressures at 53. Their center ranks 9th, right next to the Seahawks center, Jalen Sundell. And then Will Campbell at left tackle ranks 66th with most pressures allowed at left tackle. So again, both of these offensive lines do not do good with good defensive linemen like the Leonard Williams and the Byron Murphys and the Barmores and the Milton Williams. So, quite frankly, both advantages are the same thing. Now, I do want to show you a couple of clips. Let's just showcase how good both of these defensive lines really are. Really quickly, though, do me a big-time favor, guys. If possible, hit the like button for more of these breakdowns, but also subscribe to the channel. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering not only the Super Bowl, but also the offseason. Whoever the Seattle Seahawks or the Patriots sign in free agency, we got you covered. Whoever they draft, we've got you covered with film analysis. So make sure you guys join the family if you haven't already done so yet. Turn on your post notifications. But with that being said, let's dive back into the video. Now, you see Leonard Williams. He's lined up in this 3 technique on the outside shoulder of the guard. And then you're going to see a 2-eye, or not a 2-eye. Just a 2 technique here out of Byron Murphy. He's lined up right over the guard. Okay, so you get the 3 and the 2 technique here. And the problem with these interior defensive linemen being so good is you can't double team everybody. So when they decide to slide their center either right or left, the other guy's going to get a 1-on-1 matchup. In this case, it's Byron Murphy. So Byron Murphy demoralizes that poor right guard into the front of Brock Purdy. He's forced to step up in the pocket. And by then, Tank Lawrence is there, forces a bad ball that could have been intercepted. But again, you can't make up what this defensive line is able to do, man. They are deadly. If you guys want a chance to over 1,000 extra money, you have to check out Sleeper today. Now, I'm going to give you my picks for tonight's game. Before we do so, take a look at this right here. You're going to see a 100% match deposit up to $100 if you use code DUBS, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use right away. This is what I'm putting in for tonight. Make sure you use my promo code. Link will be in the description. But I'm doing Stafford higher than 200 passing yards, Devontae 1 touchdown, JSN 1 touchdown, and Kyron Williams 40 plus rushing yards. Let me know what you guys think. Again, promo code will be in the link in the description. Sign up, use my code, get that match deposit. But let's keep going. The Patriots also put you in some really tough situations, like a play like this, for example. Look at the way they're lined up defensively, right? Now, obviously, they have no backs in the backfield, so we know we can get away with leaving the A and B gaps pretty much uncovered at the snap, right? So what they do is they're just going to send pressure here off the edges, right? They've got these 5 techs, they've got their 7 techniques, right? And they're going to make you do something that you don't want to do, okay? And what does that mean? Wherever the center slides, let's say he slides left, which is actually where he goes, you create this one-on-one matchup here and one-on-one matchup here. But because we're lined up over the tackle, this guy's steps are going to kind of be dominant to the right side, okay? So what do we do here as a defensive lineman like Christian Barmore? We're going to sell that we're going to the outside shoulders. So you see how he acts like he's going to come right at you? All of the pressure or weight of the foot of the guard is all on that right foot because he's shifting to the right side, and then boom, Barmore gets to the left. Now he's got all of the leverage because that left foot literally off the ground, swims right by him, and then boom, gets a sack on Jarrett Stidham. They're going to put the Seattle Seahawks in that interior of the offensive line in a ton of tough situations. Now, all of this doesn't matter if you really can't stop the run. If both teams can stop the run, this will be a defensive masterpiece from both sides. I can almost guarantee it. And also, third downs are going to be interesting as well for both these teams. Now, I'm also just obsessed with the way the Patriots run this defense. I've showed this play, I believe, in my last video. But the Patriots do such a great job at creating pressure off stunt actions. Essentially, what I mean by that is they're going to send our inside guy to the outside. They're going to stunt Chase on to the inside. And then from there, they line up against the center, right? They're going to send an A-gap blitzer in Christian Ellis. They're going to force them to make a decision, okay? Now, this guy, Christian Ellis, has an option. If the running back gets out of the backfield, this should be a free lane to the quarterback. However, if the running back decides to pick up the A-gap blitzer, we are going to boom, stunt. Get Milton Williams to that matchup, right? So again, essentially, once he reads that running back, yep, he's actually going to protect the quarterback. I'm going to the inside shoulder, boom. Now we create this matchup, which is unstoppable, forces the football out early. The defensive lines in this game are going to be crucial, vital to the success of each team. And again, in the run game, it's going to be very important as well. So I'm going to make a part 2 of this video looking at more of offensive advantages. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.